Hello. This is Chapter 3 of the Highway Code. This is an unofficial audio reading of the Highway Code. Crown Copyright UK. The original text is available free from gov.uk. This recording is for educational and accessibility purposes only. Rules for users of powered wheelchairs and mobility scooters. Rules 36 to 46. Called invalid carriages in law. Powered wheelchairs and mobility scooters. Rule 36. There is one class of manual wheelchair, called a Class 1 invalid carriage, and two classes of powered wheelchair and powered mobility scooters. Manual wheelchairs and Class 2 vehicles are those with an upper speed limit of 4 miles per hour, 6 kilometers per hour, and are designed to be used on pavements. Class 3 vehicles are those with an upper speed limit of 8 miles per hour, 12 kilometers per hour, and are equipped to be used on the road as well as the pavement. Rule 37. When you are on the road, you should obey the guidance and rules for other vehicles. When on the pavement, you should follow the guidance and rules for pedestrians. On pavements. Rule 38. Pavements are safer than roads and should be used when available. You should give pedestrians priority and show consideration for other pavement users, particularly those with a hearing or visual impairment, who may not be aware that you are there. Rule 39. Powered wheelchairs and scooters must not travel faster than 4 miles per hour, 6 kilometers an hour, on pavements or in pedestrian areas. You may need to reduce your speed to adjust to other pavement users who may not be able to move out of your way quickly enough, or where the pavement is too narrow. Rule 40. When moving off the pavement onto the road, you should take special care. Before moving off, always look around and make sure it's safe to join the traffic. Always try to use dropped curbs when moving off the pavement, even if this means travelling further to locate one. If you have to climb or descend a curb, always approach it at a right angle and don't try to negotiate a curb higher than the vehicle's manufacturer's recommendations. If you have to climb or descend a curb, always approach it at right angles and don't try to negotiate a curb higher than the vehicle manufacturer's recommendations. On the road. Rule 41. You should take care when travelling on the road, as you may be travelling more slowly than other traffic. Your machine is restricted to 8 miles per hour, 12 kilometers per hour, and may be less visible. Rule 42. When on the road, Class 3 vehicles should travel in the direction of the traffic. Class 2 users should always use the pavement when it is available. When there is no pavement, you should use caution when on the road. Class 2 users should, where possible, travel in the direction of the traffic. If you are travelling at night when lights must be used, you should travel in the direction of the traffic to avoid confusing other road users. Rule 43. You must follow the same rules about using lights, indicators, and horns as for other road vehicles, if your vehicle is fitted with them. At night, lights must be used. Be aware that other road users may not see you, and you should make yourself more visible, even in the daytime and also at dusk, by, for instance, wearing a reflective jacket or reflective strips on the back of a vehicle. Rule 44. Take extra care at road junctions. When going straight ahead, check to make sure there are no vehicles about to cross your path from the left, the right, or overtaking you and turning left. There are several options for dealing with right turns, especially turning from a major road. If moving into the middle of the road is difficult or dangerous, you can stop on the left-hand side of the road and wait for a safe gap in the traffic, or negotiate the turn as a pedestrian, i.e., travel along the pavement and cross the road between pavements where it is safe to do so. Class 3 users should switch the vehicle to the lower speed limit when on pavements. If the junction is too hazardous, it may be worth considering an alternative route. Similarly, when negotiating major roundabouts, i.e., with 2 or more lanes, it may be safer for you to use the pavement or find a route which avoids the roundabout altogether. Rule 45. All normal parking restrictions should be observed. Your vehicle should not be left unattended if it causes an obstruction to other pedestrians, especially those in wheelchairs. Parking concessions provided under the Blue Badge scheme, see further reading, will apply to those vehicles displaying a valid badge. Rule 46. These vehicles must not be used on motorways, see Rule 253. They should not be used on unrestricted dual carriageways where the speed limit exceeds 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. But if they are used on these dual carriageways, they must have a flashing amber beacon. A flashing amber beacon should be used on all other carriageways. See Rule 220.